Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MS Dina English. I'm Dina, and I'm so happy you decided to spend some time learning English with us today.
And I'm Tom. Whether you're listening at home, in your car, on a walk, or while drinking a cup of coffee, thank you for joining us.
We know that many of you are learning English little by little every day, and we hope these conversations help you feel more confident each time you listen.
Today, we have a topic that everyone can talk about because every person has a family story, even if every family looks different.
That's right. Today, we are going to learn how to talk about your family in English in a natural, comfortable, and confident way.
This episode is designed for B1 to B2 English learners, so our conversation will sound natural, but we will explain useful expressions along the way.
Remember, you don't have to understand every single word. Try to follow the ideas, enjoy the conversation, and let your English grow naturally.
Before we begin, we'd like you to think about one simple question.
If someone asked you, "Can you tell me about your family?" what would you say?
Would you answer easily, or would you stop and search for the right words?
Many English learners know grammar quite well, but when someone asks a personal question, they suddenly become nervous.
That happens because real conversations are different from classroom exercises.
Exactly. In real life, people don't usually ask you to explain grammar rules.
They ask questions like, do you have any brothers or sisters? Or, who are you closest to in your family?
These are simple questions, but answering them naturally takes practice.
That's why today's episode is all about everyday English that you can actually use.
Tom, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
If we met for the first time at a language exchange event and I asked you to tell me about your family, how would you answer?
I would probably smile first because it's one of the easiest conversation topics.
That's true.
Then I'd say I come from a small family. There are 4 people in my family, my parents, my younger sister, and me.
That already sounds very natural.
Then I might continue by saying that my parents both work, my sister is at university, and we enjoy having dinner together whenever everyone's free.
Notice something interesting, everyone.
What's that?
Tom didn't try to make his answer sound complicated.
Exactly. Many learners think they need impressive vocabulary.
But simple English spoken naturally is often much better.
Instead of trying to use difficult words, focus on sharing real information.
Let's look at another example.
Imagine someone asks, do you have a big family?
A simple answer could be, "Not really. My family is quite small."
Or you could say, actually, I have a large family because I have many cousins.
Both answers are completely natural. Now, let's talk about an important point.
Families are different around the world.
Some people live with their parents.
Others live alone.
Some people are married and have children.
Others are single.
Some people are very close to their relatives.
While others only see them during holidays or special occasions.
There isn't one correct kind of family.
Exactly. That's why it's important to avoid comparing your family to someone else's.
You're simply sharing your own experience. Tom, are you close to your family?
Yes, I would say we have a good relationship.
How often do you spend time together?
We don't live in the same city anymore, so we don't meet every week.
That happens to many families nowadays.
Yes, everyone becomes busy with work, studies, or other responsibilities.
So, how do you stay connected?
We have a family group chat, and someone sends a message almost every day.
What kinds of things do you talk about?
Mostly everyday life.
Like what?
Someone shares a funny picture. Someone talks about work. Someone asks for a recipe. And my parents usually send photos of their garden.
That sounds lovely.
It's simple, but those small conversations help us stay close.
I think that's something many listeners can relate to.
Definitely.
Even if you don't live together anymore, technology makes it easier to keep in touch.
That's a very useful expression, by the way.
Yes, to keep in touch means to continue communicating with someone.
For example, I live abroad, but I keep in touch with my family every weekend.
Another useful phrase is get along with.
That's a great one.
If someone asks, "Do you get along with your brother?" they're asking if you have a good relationship.
You could answer, yes, we get along really well.
Or maybe, "We argue sometimes, but we still get along."
Families don't have to be perfect.
In fact, no family is perfect.
Every family has happy moments, disagreements, funny stories, and challenges.
And that's completely normal.
When speaking English, it's okay to be honest.
You don't need to create the perfect family story.
Just speak about your real life using simple and clear English.
Let's practice another common question.
Imagine I ask, who are you closest to in your family?
I would probably answer, "I'm closest to my mother because we talk about almost everything."
That's a wonderful answer because you didn't stop after naming one person.
Right, I also explained why.
Adding one extra sentence makes your English sound much more natural.
Instead of saying only, my mother, you give the conversation somewhere to go.
The other person can then ask another question naturally.
For example, what do you usually talk about? Or how often do you see her?
Real conversations grow little by little.
They aren't long speeches.
They're a series of small questions and comfortable answers.
And learning to enjoy those small conversations is one of the best ways to become a more confident English speaker.
Speaking of confidence, there's something many learners worry about.
Speaking of confidence, there's something many learners worry about. They think their family isn't interesting enough to talk about.
I hear that a lot. People say, my family is normal. I don't know what to say.
But that's exactly the point. Most conversations are about ordinary life.
Nobody expects an exciting movie story every time they ask about your family.
They simply want to know a little more about you.
So instead of trying to sound impressive, try to sound genuine.
Tom, let me ask another common question.
I'm ready.
What do you usually do when your whole family gets together?
Usually we eat first. Food always seems to bring everyone together.
I think many families are like that.
Then we sit around the table and start talking.
About serious things?
Sometimes, but most of the time we laugh, remember old stories, and ask each other about work or school.
So your conversations are quite relaxed.
Yes, my father loves telling stories from when he was younger.
Does everyone enjoy hearing them?
We've probably heard the same stories 20 times.
Really?
Yes, but somehow they're still funny.
I think every family has someone who tells the same stories again and again.
Exactly. That's part of what makes family gatherings special.
Notice another useful expression there, family gathering.
A family gathering simply means a time when relatives meet together.
It could be a birthday, a holiday, or just a weekend meal.
Now let's practice answering another common question.
Someone might ask, what is your family like?
That's different from asking who is in your family.
Right, now you're describing personalities instead of numbers.
You could say, my family is very supportive.
Or, we're quite funny and we enjoy spending time together.
Maybe your family is very active.
Or perhaps they're quiet and peaceful.
There are many possible answers.
Here's another helpful tip.
Don't use only adjectives.
Explain your answer with a simple example.
Instead of saying, my family is kind, you could add, they always help each other when someone has a problem.
One extra sentence makes your answer richer and more natural.
It also gives the other person something to respond to.
Tom, who cooks in your family?
My mother enjoys cooking the most, although my father has recently started learning a few recipes.
Really? How is he doing?
Better than we expected.
That's encouraging.
His first attempts weren't perfect, but now everyone asks him to make his homemade pasta.
So practice helped him improve.
Exactly, just like learning English.
That's a great comparison.
At first, you make mistakes.
Then, little by little, things become easier.
Another topic people often discuss is family traditions.
Yes, traditions make conversations more interesting because every culture has different customs.
Dina, does your family have any traditions?
Yes, every Sunday evening we try to have dinner together, no matter how busy everyone is.
That's a nice tradition.
During dinner, we don't spend much time looking at our phones.
So everyone pays attention to each other.
Exactly. We talk about our week, share good news, and sometimes ask each other for advice.
That's another useful word, advice.
Advice means suggestions that help someone solve a problem.
For example, if I'm worried about something at work, I might ask my parents for advice.
Many people feel comfortable asking family members because they know them well.
Although, of course, every family is different.
That's true. Some people are extremely close to their parents.
Others become closer to siblings, grandparents, or cousins.
Speaking of grandparents, were you close to yours?
Very much.
Tell us about them.
My grandfather loved reading books, and every time I visited him, he recommended something new to read.
Did that influence you?
Absolutely. I think my love of reading began because of him.
That's a beautiful memory.
My grandmother was completely different.
In what way?
She loved gardening and could spend hours taking care of flowers.
So each grandparent taught you something different.
Exactly.
That's another nice way to talk about family.
Instead of only describing people, you can describe what they taught you.
Maybe your father taught you responsibility.
Maybe your mother encouraged you to work hard.
Perhaps an older brother helped you become more confident.
Or maybe a younger sister taught you to be more patient.
These small stories make conversations memorable.
Another question English learners often hear is, are you similar to your parents?
That's an interesting one.
You don't have to answer only yes or no.
You can say, I look like my mother, but I have my father's personality.
Or I'm quite different from both of my parents because I enjoy different hobbies.
Comparing personalities is excellent speaking practice.
Let's try another example.
People sometimes ask, who do you admire most in your family?
My answer would probably be my mother,
Why?
because she has always stayed calm during difficult situations and taught me not to give up easily.
That's a thoughtful answer.
What about you?
I admire my older sister because she's always willing to learn something new.
So she inspires you.
Yes, whenever she has a goal, she keeps working until she achieves it.
That's another useful expression, to inspire someone.
It means to encourage someone through your actions or example.
Before we continue, let's quickly review some useful vocabulary from this part of our conversation.
Family gathering means a time when relatives meet together.
Supportive describes someone who helps and encourages you.
Advice means helpful suggestions.
Tradition is something you regularly do because it has special meaning.
Inspire means to encourage someone by your example.
And admire means to respect someone because of their qualities or achievements.
These words are useful not only when talking about family, but also in many everyday conversations.
Now, let's move a little deeper, because talking about family isn't only about introducing people, it's also about sharing relationships, memories, and the experiences that shape who we become.
Now, let's move a little deeper because talking about family isn't only about introducing people, it's also about sharing relationships, memories, and the experiences that shape who we become.
That's true. Sometimes the most interesting part isn't how many people are in your family, but the stories behind them.
Exactly. A simple memory can make a conversation much warmer.
Dina, what's one family memory that always makes you smile?
Every winter, my family used to spend one evening making homemade desserts together.
Was everyone good at it?
Not at all. Some desserts looked wonderful, and others looked like complete disasters.
But I imagine everyone still enjoyed eating them.
Of course. The fun wasn't about making perfect food, it was about spending time together.
That's a wonderful lesson.
Sometimes the best family memories come from very ordinary moments.
I completely agree.
Many English learners think they need exciting stories.
But even simple moments can become interesting when you describe them clearly.
For example, instead of saying, we had dinner, you could say, we all helped prepare dinner, laughed together, and stayed at the table talking for hours.
That paints a picture in the listener's mind.
Exactly.
Here's another question people often ask.
Go ahead.
What's something you've learned from your family?
That's a thoughtful question.
It gives you the chance to talk about values instead of facts.
My answer would be that my parents taught me patience.
How?
They always reminded me that good results usually take time.
That's useful advice for learning English, too.
Definitely. Language learning is a long journey.
My family taught me something slightly different.
What was it?
They taught me the importance of keeping promises.
That's a valuable lesson.
My parents believed that people remember your actions more than your words.
I like that idea.
I've tried to remember it throughout my life.
These kinds of personal answers make conversations meaningful.
And they also help you practice expressing opinions in English.
Let's talk about another situation.
Imagine someone asks, how has your family influenced your life?
That's a more advanced question, but you can still answer it simply.
For example, my family encouraged me to work hard and always continue learning.
Or because of my family, I became interested in reading and education.
Notice how we're connecting family with personal growth.
That's something native speakers often do naturally.
They don't only describe people.
They explain how those people affected their lives.
Another useful conversation tip is asking follow-up questions.
Yes, good conversations aren't only about answering.
They're also about showing interest.
If someone tells you they have 3 brothers, you could ask, are you the oldest or the youngest?
Or do you all live near each other?
Maybe, who are you closest to?
These questions help keep the conversation flowing naturally.
That's exactly what confident English speakers do.
They stay curious.
Before we finish today's episode, let's review some useful expressions.
The first one is keep in touch.
It means to continue communicating with someone.
Next is get along with.
It means to have a good relationship.
Then we have look like.
That's used when 2 people have a similar physical appearance.
We also learned take after.
If you take after someone, you have a similar personality or character.
Another expression is grow up.
It simply means to become an adult.
We also used family gathering.
That's when relatives meet for a special occasion or simply to spend time together.
Finally, remember the phrase, be close to someone.
It describes a strong emotional relationship.
We hope you'll try using some of these expressions the next time someone asks about your family.
Remember, speaking naturally doesn't mean using difficult words.
It means speaking honestly, clearly, and confidently.
If you'd like to practice after this episode, here's a simple activity.
Imagine you're meeting a new friend who asks you about your family.
Try answering these questions in English.
How many people are in your family?
Who are you closest to?
What do you enjoy doing together?
What's one important lesson your family has taught you?
Don't worry about making every sentence perfect.
The goal is communication, not perfection.
Every conversation is another opportunity to improve.
If you're listening on YouTube, we'd love to hear from you.
Write a comment introducing your family in English.
You could begin with, hello, I'm your name from your country.
Then tell us one interesting fact about your family or one happy family memory.
Reading and writing comments is another excellent way to build your English confidence.
And we truly enjoy learning about our listeners from around the world.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We hope this conversation has given you new vocabulary, useful expressions, and more confidence to talk about your family in English.
Keep listening, keep practicing, and remember that every small conversation helps you become a stronger English speaker.
Take care of yourself, keep enjoying your English journey, and we'll see you in the next episode of Misty Dina English.